vlog number 2. Today, have a workout planned, a speed repeat run day. Now, I will admit these are not my favorite days because these are the very, very hard days. I don't know if you hear my dogs growling, but it's a speed repeat day. So we're gonna do about 10 minutes of a warm up just to get the body warm. And then we're going to go into 6 400-meter runs at a very, very high clip in this wonderful Texas humidity. And then we're gonna go on a cool down. Now, cool thing is after that, we have this kind of garage gym setup, which you will see, but Carly is writing out our, what we got? Functional training workout after. We got pull-ups, dumbbell press, rows, superset of those, four of those. Then we have curls, push-ups, plank holds. And then we have a team, 20-minute team AMRAP, which now rethinking, but we're gonna do it because I said we were gonna do it. So we got this new sled, which is a silent sled outside, which is really, really cool. You can load it with like 2 45-pound plates, and then it's this magnetic sled. So when you push it, you get that resistance. And I think it ends up being, it can be up to like 500 pounds of resistance. So the harder that you push it and the faster you try to sprint with it, the harder that it pushes against you. So that's always a fun one. So we're just going to do an AMRAP where it's, I'm getting a sled push, Carly's getting a sled push, then we're both doing the farmer's carry. And we're just gonna do that for 20 minutes as a finisher. So today's gonna be one of those hard days where it's, hey, you're just getting the work in, you're trying to stay functional, it's gonna be hot. There are going to be some times where it's like, ooh, this is not gonna feel the best, but we're gonna get through it. Now, the fun fact of this video, if you are watching this video and you've known me since high school or even before that, you know that what this shirt means to me and how long this shirt has been in my life, and now how long it is in my family. Hey, bud, can I have a toy? Yeah, let's just meet the dogs over here. Guys, come here. Okay, this is Winks. Can you sit? Good job. Winks, say hi. Oh, this is Ranger. Ranger is our little foster pup. Carly, fun fact, she used to foster dogs when we first started dating. So she fostered about 7 dogs, and in Texas, we got a text and they were just like, hey, can you come pick up this dog because, or can you foster this dog because his time in the shelter is basically up. We didn't necessarily know what that meant. So we were like, let's just pick him up because it could mean he has to be transitioned somewhere else or worse. This is Clyde. Clyde is the elder statesman. And Clyde, we call him Grumpy Clyde, but he's the most loving dog. He's chill. He's like a teddy bear. He doesn't do much, and he's very low energy. And then Winks, come here. And then this is Winks. He's like this border collie Aussie mix, same, a rescue. He's got one eye, so that's why he's Winks. Everybody smile, guys. There we go. So we're about to get this party started. Stay tuned. Are you ready?
I have pancakes.
Carly had pancakes. So that means you're ready?
That means you're ready.
That means you're ready.
Well, I need my Celsius.
Oh, and if you watched the last vlog, Carly spilled her Celsius and probably shook it up before. It worked this time. All right, let's get it rolling. The other thing Carly does, which is great, is she makes sourdough. Now, I don't know, is that like a trend now? Sometimes it's kind of a trend.
Yeah.
But it's great. It's like the best thing ever because the amount of sourdough that we eat, especially when it comes to carbs and fueling performance, this is huge. This is one that's gonna get made today. I say it, I act like I know. You wanna tell about like how you make it just real quick?
So I made this yesterday. You have your little starter.
It's actually quite interesting. And also how cheap it is to make bread when you actually make bread.
Hey, dogs are being crazy. This is sourdough starter, and this is what you need to make your sourdough bread. And all you do is mix it with some water and some bread flour, and then it becomes this, and then you let it rise. You have to do some stretches and folds, but it rises overnight, and then today I'll do some shaping and put it in the oven, and it'll be ready to bake. And this is for our friends today, but we'll gift that.
If it doesn't get eaten before. There's been some gifts, but then Carly's had to make more because I've eaten the gift. So, but yeah. And we got our espresso going. So the other thing too is for me, when it comes to like working out and everything, I like to get a little bit of caffeine in me before. I think having a shot of espresso, for me, it just helps. It's not anything that's like too much. It's about like 65 milligrams of caffeine, which is less than a cup of coffee. A normal cup of coffee is about 100 milligrams of caffeine. So it's just enough that it gets me ready, but it doesn't put me over the edge of, oh, now my heart rate is so jacked up. I'm too hyped that when I go out too strong, and I mentally knock myself out of it because I'm like, I'm too hyped. So towards the end of the workout, I'm tapped out. And then the one thing that I really want to talk about is sodium intake. This is something that I drastically undervalued for a long time. So this is Relight. I talked about this in my last vlog. This is 850 milligrams of sodium. Now, sodium is an essential electrolyte, and I didn't ever know that or think that until I got into running. Actually, until my brother was like, hey, you need to up your sodium intake, because if not, it's gonna be really hard to, maintain your workouts, especially if you're running outside and it's really hot. But it helps you last longer from a workout standpoint. When you sweat, you're losing sodium, you're losing electrolytes. You have to have something that is consistently going into your body that's replenishing that. For me, when I'm running, if I'm doing a longer run, I'll put a scoop of this in my water bottle so that I can actually get it back in quicker. And then I'll also do a scoop before. So my pre-workout run drink is electrolytes, G1M Sport. I talked about this last time, but this has 80 grams or 80 calories. And I want to say, let me do that, 20 grams of carbs, and I don't see the sodium on here. Oh, 350 milligrams of sodium. So the average sodium intake that I have before a run is anywhere from like 1,100 to 1,400 grams of sodium, which is great because when I get out there, I feel really, really good. The other thing I do as well is I use gels, and I highlighted this very, very briefly last time, but gels are 100 calories. It is just fast, quick sugar, sodium into your bloodstream. When you run, it hits in about 10 minutes. So halfway through a run, when I'm really starting to feel it, take one of those in about 10 minutes. I feel replenished, and then I'm able to go for another 20, 30 minutes. And so depending on the length of my run, the length of my workout, I'll keep a few gels on me. So we're about to get this thing rolling. I know this is probably cropped up, but I just want you all to see how, look at this fit right now. We got the slides, the socks, scary shark feet. You know why? Because it's about to be a speed workout this morning. Oh, espresso's ready. We'll do this thing and then we'll get it rolling. This day is going to be a hard day, but it's the mental aspect of it. Is when I want to quit, when it gets hot, all this other type of stuff. Can I mentally get past it? So this is going to be a fun day. Let the hard days be the hard days, and we are about to get after it. I hope that in watching these videos, what it does for you is it inspires you to get out there and just do something. It doesn't have to be running. It doesn't have to be functional training. It can be an entrepreneurship venture. It can be just being a better spouse, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever it is. It can be a better employee, a better boss, a better manager, whatever that is. Just doing something that is tough and difficult for you to do, but really focusing time, attention, and effort into increasing and improving and being better on it. That's all that I want to get across. For me, just showing the work is, hey, this is what we do on Saturdays. This is what we do basically every day. I know I sit behind a desk and I do my podcast, but the point of these vlogs is to show you, hey, not only do I want to talk about it, I want to show you all and give you a little bit of insight to my life, and then the simplicity, the fun, the hard work. And Scott, like you said, let's make it hot again. Let's go.
run done. About 4 miles, 3/4, so 4.74, 4.75. Repeats were good. Tried to keep them under 6-minute mile pace. Had, I think, 3 of them under 6-minute mile pace. The other 3 were like right at 6:03 pace or so. But overall, felt good. It was a hot one. Probably the first one got to me just because it was like the minute you get out there, that heat hits you, and then you're all hyped and everything. Your heart rate jacks up. Settled in, second, third. The 5th one was actually probably the easiest because there was a little bit of a downhill, and the last one, the 6th, was the toughest because it was all uphill. So I pushed as hard as I could, but positives are, it felt good. Like a year ago, Carly and I would do these slow 5-mile runs at like 11-minute mile paces, and we'd be dead for the rest of the day, like couldn't do anything else. Today was about 5 miles for speed repeats. Only stopped to walk like 2 or 3 times for 15 to 30 seconds after some of the repeats, just to catch my breath a little bit. But you know, we have a full functional workout in a 20-minute AMRAP, and so a year of progress definitely helps. But yeah, we're about to get into this next segment. We're gonna pop in for part 2. Change up the shoes. Oh, by the way, first time I ran into these shoes, these are the Endorphin Pro 4s. Kind of a ratio, not kind of a ratio, a ratio. I have the Endorphin Pro 3s. I love them, so if I find a brand that I like, I stick to them. Super light. It has a carbon fiber plate in there, so you get a little bit of bounciness, which really helps you move. In my last video, I was wearing the Hoka, I forgot the name of them, but they're more like kind of your daily runners, longer distance, more cushiony. These are a whole lot more aggressive, so shorter, faster runs. I love these. Longer runs that are a little bit more wear and tear on the feet, I'll wear something that's got more cushion, no carbon fiber plate. But for this workout, I'm throwing these on. I love these shoes. I actually don't love these shoes to run in. I did my first high rocks in them, which was, they were great, but I like them just to work out with regularly. I don't feel like they have the bounce that I need, and they also have like not enough cushion, so anytime I'm running, I just feel like it's a little bit flat-footed. But these are great for functional training, which I love doing, which we're about to do now. So as we've said, we are about to get in this. Carly is finishing folding the sourdough, and that's great because we will be eating that all weekend. But this is gonna be a fun one. Pull-ups, dumbbell press, rows, 4 supersets. I didn't even put the numbers, so I'm thinking pull-ups wise, we're gonna go, for me, 8 to 12. Carly's gonna do banded. Dumbbell press, we have 40-pound dumbbells for me. Carly has 20s, and then rows will kind of be the same. I'll do the 40s, and she might do the 40s, we'll see. And then curls, push-ups, plank holds, and then you got, what's the last one?
Farmer's carry together.
There it is. But you come on. Carly, how do you feel? I'll let you get your shoes tied, and then you can tell how you feel. Just so you know, Carly's a beast. She's done 2 high rocks herself. She used to run a lot. She does a ton of functional training now, a ton of lifting and everything. So she's a beast. So, you know, don't let the cuteness and the I almost said booty, well that too, but beauty fool you. But how you feel?
I'm ready. It doesn't look too scary. I can't do a pull-up on my own, so we're gonna do some banded pull-ups, but I'm working on them.
So this thing we love because this is the, I'll keep it a buck, the prep for kids like workout thing, because you know, it's probably why I got into running too, because if you're always going to the gym and everything and it's taking some time out of your day, it's nice to just get in the garage, get a workout in, and then same thing, get out on a run, get a workout in, so you don't just spend a lot of time in commuting and stuff like that. And then, you know, we get our workouts in sometimes midday for, you know, during lunchtime as well. So it's nice. It just not a lot of friction in the day. Ooh, you know what? Dumbbell press, plate press. Oh, you can actually put that up first now because we're gonna do pull-ups first. So, cool. All right, about to get started. through the first superset. Was rough because we did the back workout right in front of a pull-up. But the good thing is, like I said, bodies can get through it. It's just a mental thing. It's hot in the garage, it's hot outside, can't escape the heat. You know, when it comes to getting better, I said before, I started the run, let the hard days be hard. So if the expectation is that it's gonna be hard, mentally it actually makes it easier because you're not fighting this expectation that it's gonna be easier. You're just in the suck, and then you start to enjoy it. You start to see how well you're doing. Doesn't matter the amount of weight, the time, whatever it is, it's the fact that you're staying in it, staying in the fight. So we have 2/3 of the workout left. This next one is a little bit of not a lull to sleep. It's kind of like gets us a little bit relaxed before we got 20 minutes of hell. It's hot as hell outside. So we get back into it. thick. Yeah. Felt rough. It was good. Every day, gotta put in the work yourself. Nobody's coming to save you. It's your work, it's your relationships, it's your career, it's everything you go through. No one's coming to save you. It's you against you every single day. You don't want to compare yourself. You're on a race against yourself, with yourself. It's an endurance race. It requires consistency. Don't worry about what everybody else is doing. Get in tune with whatever it is that you do. It might not be fitness, it might not be running, it might not be functional training, it might not be entrepreneurship, it might not be whatever, but whatever it is to you, lock in on that. It'll make things a whole lot easier. You'll put blinders on your life, put blinders on your day, which makes things easy. And you stop worrying about everything else, it doesn't matter. After this, we're getting on that smoker. So first time from a vlog standpoint, you'll see that for a hot second, but I talked enough. Carly, how you feel?
It's good. It's hot, but pull-ups got me. The rest was manageable. It's just hot out here. Texas is not California.
Workout's done. We are now onto the smoking meats portion of Saturday mornings. But before I do, I actually put some of this in the middle of the workout, a scoop of this. So this is hydration. So the amount of sodium I've had today already, and it's like 9:30, is crazy.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, no, nice.
So I'll keep it out. Oh. Ooh, are you taking it out?
No, I'm putting it in.
Oh, I was like.
Preheat the Dutch oven.
Oh, I hope it doesn't stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should be
It'll
fine.
be okay.
I think it'll be fine. Oh, you just flip it in there?
We usually have pressure.
Oh,
Ready?
we're ready.
Yeah.
Ooh. I like it. Scoring it now?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do like a little curve. Need to get a new blade.
Yeah, a little dull.
There we go.
Beautiful. I'm trying not to get burned. I'm just over here. Skirt.
I don't get you.
There it is. Boom. All right, now we're gonna start this smoker up. All right, guys. Ranger, excuse me, bud. We're all coming out here. All right, so we got the Traeger on deck. Now, here's what we'll do. How we get this thing smoking is very, very easy. Got to put this drip pan on. I didn't do it yesterday, so some grease and stuff dripped on the ground. Not too proud about that. Then plug it up, makes it easy. So when you hear that, you know that it's on. Now, come take a look at this. This is where we have the pellets right in here. This creates that smoke. And so we'll let this sit for a few minutes. Once we start seeing smoke, then we'll get it up to temp. Then we'll throw the chuck roast on there. Now, quick tip. If you like ribeye, you'll love a chuck roast. A chuck roast is extremely cheap. It has just a little bit more fat, but it tastes very, very similar. You smoke it, you reverse sear it. So you smoke it first and you sear it after. And I'm telling you, you cannot tell the difference once you chop that thing up. It tastes so good. We put it on paninis. We just eat it in like steak bowls, just on its own. We love it. It's probably like $19 total for like 3 pounds, 4 pounds of meat. It's crazy. So we eat that probably once a week, get that red meat in. But yeah, that's the vlog. See you guys next time.